Samsung just canceled one of its most ambitious smartphones ever, only 3 months after launch. And strangely, that might be the best thing that could have happened to them. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me keep bringing you more tech breakdowns like this one. I'm talking about the Samsung Galaxy Z TriFold, a device that was supposed to redefine what a smartphone could be. A triple folding screen, a massive tablet-like experience in your pocket, and honestly, one of the boldest designs we've seen in years. But here's the twist. It didn't fail because people didn't want it. It actually sold out multiple times across different markets. So why would Samsung pull the plug on something that was clearly in demand? Because this isn't a failure story, it's a strategy. And if you followed Samsung long enough, you've seen this playbook before. Go back to 2019 and think about the original Samsung Galaxy Fold. That phone had serious issues. Review units were breaking, the display was fragile, and the whole concept felt unfinished. Samsung had to delay the launch, fix the hardware, and relaunch it with warnings. At the time, it looked like a disaster. But fast forward a few years, and now foldables like the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 are actually polished, reliable, and for some people, even a replacement for traditional phones. So what happened? Samsung used that first imperfect device as a real-world test. They learned what breaks, what users actually do with foldables, and where the technology needs to improve. And then they iterated, fast. That's exactly what's happening again with the TriFold. Yes, it was innovative, yes, it was exciting, but it wasn't ready. Reports pointed to durability issues, especially with that complex multi-hinge design and that large internal display. And when you're dealing with something that folds twice instead of once, the engineering challenges multiply quickly. Then there's the price. At nearly $3,000, the TriFold wasn't just expensive, it was borderline experimental. And surprisingly, even at that price, Samsung wasn't making much profit. The advanced hinge system and that huge 10-inch display likely cost way more to produce than most people realize. So even though fans were buying it, the business side didn't make sense. Yet. And that's the key word here. Yet. Because according to early reports, Samsung is already working on a second version, a TriFold 2. And this is where things get interesting. If Samsung can improve the hinge design, make it more durable, and reduce manufacturing costs, suddenly this idea becomes viable, not just as a concept, but as a real product category. That's how entire markets are created. The first version proves demand, the second version fixes the problems, and the third version, that's when it goes mainstream. We've seen this exact pattern with foldables, and now it looks like trifoldables are next. And there's another important angle here. Competition. Brands like Huawei, Honor, and Oppo are pushing hard in the foldable space. Some of their devices are already thinner, lighter, and in certain ways more advanced than Samsung's. So Samsung doesn't just need to innovate, it needs to stay ahead. The Galaxy Z TriFold, even in its short lifespan, did something important. It proved that people are willing to buy into the next big form factor. Not just tech enthusiasts, but real customers across global markets. That alone is a big deal. Because once a company knows there's demand, it becomes much easier to justify investing in better technology, better manufacturing, and better pricing. So instead of looking at the cancellation as a step back, it's actually a reset. Samsung tested the idea, validated the market, identified the flaws, and now it gets to build something better. And honestly, that's when Samsung is at its best, not when it plays it safe with minor upgrades, but when it takes risks, fails fast, and comes back stronger. The Galaxy Z TriFold wasn't meant to be perfect, it was meant to start something. And if history repeats itself, the next version might not just be better, it could be the moment TriFold phones actually become practical. So, yeah, canceling it after 3 months sounds dramatic, but in reality, it might be the smartest move Samsung could have made. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.